In about half an hour, Apple is set to respond to a wave of complaints about the iPhone 4. The company is holding a news conference in California. For months, the tech giant's been dogged by a flood of bad press, suggesting the phone's poor antenna design leads to dropped calls mid-sentence. Dan Ackerman is a senior editor for CNET.com. So it's so bad that Apple has to arrange this news conference to say, here's what we're going to do about the iPhone 4?
I mean, this is definitely unprecedented. They must be taking it very seriously because these guys are very careful about what they say in public. So for them to have like an emergency press conference, I've never seen that before.
What have you learned about whether Steve Jobs actually knew there was an antenna problem, as has been reported?
There has been a report that some engineers told him there might be a problem with this antenna, but he liked the design so much he just said go forward with it. Apple claims that's not entirely accurate, but the fact that we would get a leak like that from Apple is also
but they're saying that it's not entirely inaccurate either, right?
Well, they haven't really said it's totally a lie, so maybe there is a grain of truth in there.
All right, so if you've got a device that people are spending hundreds of dollars on, you're a company who makes your name with reliability. How does this even fit into what Apple does as a modus operandi?
You know, it's definitely a big misstep for Apple, especially because so many people have been able to replicate this problem. It's not just a one-off problem that somebody had, but you can't figure out how to make it happen yourself. So it's a widespread problem, and what we're going to see today is they're going to try to address it in some way, but who knows if they're going to try to sell a software fix or a hardware fix.
Here's the thing. If I'm one of the people, I'm an early adopter, I went out and traded in my iPhone and spent all the extra hundreds of bucks or dedicated myself to a new iPhone 4, and this is the problem, I'd be really upset at the suggestions that you know, wrap a rubber band around the edge of it or paint clear nail polish on the side of it and thereby perhaps delete the warranty. You know, what are with the temporary fixes you fixed yourself?
Well, Apple, of course, is very happy to sell you a little rubber band for about $30.
Crazy.
And that's what has people even more worked up because this little rubber band case will solve the problem, but they're not giving it away to people. They really want to charge you for it.
All right, Dan, we'll be watching for that news conference. I know you will be too. Thanks.
I will. Thank you.
How